Hey there guys, Void here from VoidTV, and this time bringing you some League of Legends. Oh yeah! This series is going to be a few clips from one game that emphasise the good and bad plays made by either team and the important turning points in the game. So basically I'm sort of documenting the games that I have learned from as a player, because I'm not very good at this game at all, even though I play it loads. Anyway, this game I'm playing with four of my friends at low ELO, we're kind of bronze and silver. Mainly silver, and we choose a very strong Wombo combo team comp that emphasises on team fighting to win the game. This is largely due to high damage or high CC ultimates that our champions have. So our comp is Jarvan 4 top, Orianna mid, Misfortune AD carry, Blitzcrank support, and Fiddlesticks jungle, while their comp is Nasus top, Swain mid, Caitlyn AD carry, Lulu support, and Rengar jungle. And you'll see how we start to get heavily behind in the early and mid games. Here we go, you can just see them duking out in bot lane, a bit of early game footage here. Early game's always a bit boring, but I thought I'd just use it just to let you know that nothing really happened in this game. It was quite a low scoring game to initially. There we go, Blitz landing a few grabs. And there's Fiddlesticks coming in for a gank, but unfortunately he burns his flash for nothing. As I said, we're not that great. Anyway, this is the first bad play of the game, and it's made by me, the Orianna. This is simply a lack of care and attention. As you can see, I'm just throwing out my ball and spending my mana willy-nilly, while Swain has full mana and his ultimate, which as you can see here, does loads of damage to me alongside with his dots. Now what I should have done here is just gone back, let him push out the lane, but instead I stay with no mana and less than half health, which is so stupid. And as you're going to see here in a second, leads to my demise as Swain lands a binding on me, ignites me with his full combo, and I go down for the first blood, which leads him to pushing the lane anyway, which he would have done even if I went back. So there you go, that was my fail, my horrible first blood to the Swain, and Swain gets pretty huge in this game, so that is literally entirely my fault. Now, this play here is a combination of my idiocy and a good ultimate from Rengar. As you see, I scouted the bush with my Q, and he uses his ultimate, so I can't see him until he springs on me, forces me to use my ultimate and ignite to scare him off. Unfortunately, this leads to Swain pushing and taking my tower, which gives them an enormous amount of map control and puts them ahead on the early gold, which is an absolute nightmare for us, because the mid tower really is essential for holding power in the map control. Meanwhile, this Nasus is basically free farming top lane and has already become a huge problem because he stacked his Q, as you can see here, to what does it say, 177 at only 13 minutes, which will become a huge problem for us later on, because Nasus is one of those champions that does so much damage and gets so tanky. He's virtually unkillable and can tunnel anyone he wants to and just not die and do pretty well. Here's a nice 3-man gank onto our Jarvan, as you can see, with Swain and Rengar coming up behind the tower, unbeknown to our Jarvan. Nasus slows him and starts to tank the tower, while Rengar and Swain come in to start dealing damage. Jarvan manages to lock out Nasus and Rengar, which is really good, but without the help of the tower, Swain's just too tanky and he can't quite kill him, which is an absolute nightmare for us, and Swain starts to get pretty big. Now Jarvan has come down, looking to do some work on this tower, while we see 4 of them in bot lane, and Nasus still farming top, stacking his Q up and generally becoming a force to be reckoned with. As you can see here, it's stacked up to 249, which is crazy. We managed to get the tower and continue pushing, as they're still in bot lane, which in turn forces Nasus to teleport to us, and gives him a little bit less map presence, not allowing him to split push quite as much, which is quite good for us. Here we make an escape and they're not able to follow it up with a kill, which is even better for us, tower for no kills. Absolutely fantastic. This is a pretty massive misplay by our team, and it's when we begin to realise that we're really behind. Jarvan realises that he can't 1v1 this Nasus, so he calls for an ultimate. He calls for a gank from Fiddle, and Fiddle comes in here and ultimates. And so Jarvan engages on him, taking huge damage from this Nasus, but he uses ultimate to try and lock him into the Fiddle ult. Unfortunately, Fiddle doesn't quite go far enough. Jarvan basically one-shots Jarvan's remaining health and then just finishes off the Fiddle with complete ease. It's a joke at how big he is here. And here comes Rengar. Look, he's just looking up to follow up. Doesn't manage to kill me though, which is good. But now Nasus is really becoming a problem for our team. We just fed him 2 kills. Now here, finally, is a kill that works in our favour. It's actually really good. So they've just taken our tower bot lane and they head up to mid lane. And as you can see, Fiddlesticks gamming around there. He kind of gets caught out like a noob by that Swain, and you know he's just trying to run away from this Swain and Lulu. Flashes over the wall, gets caught in a trap, but just survives long enough for us to come in and help. Now, I'm going to slow it down here in a second because a lot happens. So we've just killed the Swain. I managed to shield Jarvan over the wall here. Ready? There's the shield, kind of saves him. I W to speed him up and slow down Rengar to stop the chase, while MF is zoning Caitlyn with her ultimate, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, Jarvan's escaped, so he hasn't been killed. Blitzcrank's getting destroyed by this Rengar. I'm plowing some damage into the Rengar with the help of Misfortune. Lulu flashes away, and it looks like she's going to get away. I finish off the Rengar, mop him up, flash over the wall here, and finish off the Lulu. And that was a double kill for us. The first play that actually worked out for us. It was 3-for-1 exchange, which is absolutely fantastic for us. It's given us hope basically. Now here we have a nice little fight after Blitz gets caught by a Swain snare, and Jarvan goes ham on someone as Fiddle ults in. Fiddle finishes off the Swain after he comes out of that Zhonya's, and Rengar finishes off our Fiddlesticks while Jarvan chases down Rengar for the kill. Now what we should have done here was a 2-for-2 exchange. Not really very much happened. We got 2 of their damage dealers, they got a support and a jungle. But we should have backed off, but we make a criminal mistake of overstaying. And as you can see, Nasus comes in, who is just so huge here. Boom! Basically one-shots me with his Q. I'm forced to blow my ultimate and try and run away, but it's not happening. He absolutely smashes me with his staff thing, and I just get absolutely destroyed basically. He's absolutely huge now. Gets the double kill, making it even bigger problem for us. As you can see here, they start the dragon though. They're like, okay, well let's take dragon. But the pro MF comes in, here she goes, ults away and steals it, which is absolutely fantastic for us, keeping us in that little bit more. Now they are quite ahead on gold in here, but here we have a nice team fight, which basically completely gives us the power of the Wombo. Swain's gripped in, great target to eliminate, does a lot of damage. It immediately evaporates. Jarvan ult, Orianna ult, MF ult, all in one go, and 2 of them just absolutely evaporate. And there goes the Rengar. Now it's only Nasus up now, so it was kind of his fault there that he wasn't with his team. And as a result, we take the inhibitor, and Nasus is like, well, I'm really strong now, I can probably take them 5v5. JK gets feared, gets knocked up, and gets absolutely destroyed by all of us without a single one of us dying, which is really great. We've shut down that Nasus. And we got the ace there, which is actually really good. It was completely unexpected. And here is the final play of the game, which basically secures the win for us guys. Spoiler alert. But yeah, as you can see, we're kind of setting up. It's 5v5 at the moment. Ward scouts out that Rengar is actually away from his team, so we go for a blitz grab there, but it doesn't actually land. And then the Fiddle comes in with the ult, catching out Swain again. Swain's been completely useless. MF ult. Nasus dives in straight on the MF. She flashes out in barriers. Jarvan tries to help her with his ult. Doesn't happen. Nasus gets feared again, and then we're just absolutely ploughing into him here, and he dies, and we ace. It was a 5-for-1 exchange, and we were really far behind in this game, guys. And here we go, we're pushing, and we're going to take the Nexus and take the game. So that was an insane game, guys. It was really good that we used it. It was ranked 5s, and we were really pleased that we won it. It was absolutely fantastic for us. We were like, yeah, over Skype, woo! And there we go, guys. We've taken the victory. So thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. It really helps me out. And let me know what you think of this new series, guys. So yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Freaks out like I just don't care.